So hello guys, welcome back to Ayansh and Shreyansh. So this is another video in Universe Sandbox. I've not made video for a long time, so hope you like it. So basically, this is our solar system as normal, right? So yeah, but today I'm going to be showing you one of my biggest systems I ever made. So it's somewhere around here. Not one of the systems I previous. If you can see in my channel, the AES system or some of the systems. This one is a massive one. It is going to take some time to load. It has like 25 planets. Come on. Yeah, I think it's about to load. Yeah, so I added this kind of background. So it basically has just 25 plus planets. Here's the main star, of course, Zeptron. Well, Zeptron is similar to our sun. I'm just going to turn off the space goggles because it makes everything too bright. So I'm just going to compare it to the sun. So as you can see, it looks very similar to our sun. Here's the sun compared to it. The sun is slightly bigger, but they're both G-type stars, G-type spectral type. So the first planet orbiting Zeptron is Aprax. This planet is a large super Earth, extremely hot and bright. The deserts are covered in reflective materials with an atmosphere 3 times thicker than Earth's. And of nitrogen, water vapor, and carbon dioxide. So I can add compare Earth for a comparison. Why? The sun is there. So anyways, I'm going to add Earth for a comparison. So here is Earth. As you can see, it's Earth. Earth is like, as you can see, it's slightly smaller than Aprax. So the next planet is Toson. Where is it? Yeah, it's right here. There's another part. This is a satellite made by an intelligent civilization from the planet Turvanax, which we'll see later. So the second planet is Toson. It's a gas dwarf, like a very hot but gas dwarf. So I can just add Earth for scale. It might look massive, but it's not like the size of Jupiter. It's a gas dwarf, that's why. See, and it's comparable to the size of Uranus or Neptune. See, it's slightly bigger than Uranus, and Neptune, yeah, also slightly bigger than Neptune. So, anyways, it's a gas dwarf, Toson, and next planet is Sarandior. This planet is a Venus-like planet. It's slightly smaller than Venus, though I can do a comparison with Venus. So you can see, yeah, it's smaller than Venus. Do I get a surface lock? Yeah, it's a lava world underneath. It's an extremely hot world. It is filled with carbon dioxide, water vapor, nitrogen, as you can see. Okay, wait, where's the atmosphere mass? Pretty sure it has an atmosphere mass like, yeah, it's slightly higher than Venus's. Despite the smaller size. Tidally locked Venus. It is tidally locked. This is probably the system's hottest planet. It is rich in metals, and it is rich in nitrogen, water vapor, and carbon dioxide. So as you can see, it's 1,500 degrees. And you can check the rotational to orbital period. It's tidally locked. Next planet is Eravuli. So as you can see, it's a very barren planet. It looks slightly whitish, extremely iron and metal rich, and which give it extreme heat absorption. It has a extremely thin exosphere made of ammonia, oxygen, and argon. So as you can see, if you just go over here, you see there's a lot of metal. All this white part is metal. As you can see, iron is 0.7 mass Earth, but silicate is only 0.06. Argon is little, oxygen and ammonia. It is like similar to size to Earth. very stripped of its atmosphere. So, anyways, the next planet is Meronwe. So, as you can see, this is Meronwe. So, this Meronwe, a medium diameter sized purple gas giant with one habitable moon. Yeah, I'll show you the habitable moon later, but I made some good looking purple bands. I didn't have much time to make it. See, it's slightly smaller than Jupiter. I can add Saturn. Yeah, it's slightly like around almost around the same size as Saturn, if not like slightly bigger. So basically, it's like this. And then there's the habitable moon, Tervia. It's an extremely Earth-like moon. It goes through daily eclipses. So it has no habitable life though. So if you can see, this is how the surface looks like. So there's zeptron. So where's the planet? It's orbiting. It's going to take some time to show you. Yeah, it's over here. Basically like this. I'll just slow down time. Yeah, basically it's just orbiting this. Wait, I need to tidally lock it. I think I forgot to tidally lock it. Yeah, now it's tidally locked. So now let's go to the disk and let's go to the side that's getting the eclipse. So as you can see, this is the side which will be getting the eclipse. So there's a lot of ice on this planet. I think this pretty cool planet. It is 0.9 times the size of Earth. It's a small moon. Not small moon, like the biggest, it's bigger than the biggest moon in our system, but it is smaller than Earth. So here's the planet, as you can see. So the eclipse should happen any moment. Where's Zeptron? Zeptron is the main source of heat. Unlike what do you say? Oh, I think I missed Zeptron. Anyways, if you turn off uh, space goggles, you might be able to see a Varax. Yeah, you can see a Varax. It looks like a shining star in the sky. I don't want to give you any much spoilers, but it's actually a very bright brown dwarf. So it's like looks like a small star in this planet's sky. So here's the intelligent civilization, Turvanax. So this is the planet which has the intelligent civilization. It's rich in land. It has a good atmosphere. It is very extremely metal rich. If you see the composition, so it has a lot of heat absorption. The life likelihood of it is 86%. I forgot to show you Tervia, but Tervia has one for 90% or so. So, anyways, it's moonless, and it's basically like that. Yeah, one of the weakness it has is no tides. These are a bunch of dwarf planets and unimportant planets, Cerecor, Fawn, and all these. So there's Merifinia. This is a Hycean planet. It has life, primitive life though, because of its low life likelihood. So it has an atmosphere, as you can see, it's 1.68 times the size of Earth. Oh, that's Saturn. Where's Earth? Yeah. So Earth is over here, as you can see. It's very slightly smaller. It's 1.6 times and 2.7 times more massive. So it's also moonless. And now the last habitable planet, not the last habitable moon though, is the outer. Actually, before that, the outer zeptron system. So they basically released this before. This has an extremely low density, extremely low. Like it's only 4.5 kg. It's made of an extremely light material they made. So you see, it's 30 meters size, but it's only 4 kilograms. Literally size of a blue whale. Still, you can hold it with your hand like a dumbbell. So this is Craria. It's a very small habitable planet, unlike Merifinia. So I can show you Earth. So as you can see, it's like almost half of Earth size. It's 0.6 times the Earth size, and it's slightly bigger than it's almost the size of Mars. It's like a Mars-sized world. It's actually bigger than Mars, but slightly bigger only. It's pretty cool. It's an ocean world with like an archipelago world. So as you can see, yeah, it has like 8 kilometers average ocean. The ocean is like that. So as you can see, it's very small. It has a short rotational period. Basically, yeah. It's also very rich. It's also has high carbon dioxide with a hazy atmosphere because of it has no oxygen. Only it has zero point 0.1 Earth atmospheres worth of carbon dioxide, which is a lot for such a small planet. And it's all just like Earth is mostly made of nitrogen, so it doesn't look that different from Earth's atmosphere. So there's fauna area. Where is it? Yeah, I think I said phone, but it's actually fauna area. Anyways, the next planet is Aturu, Titan-like world with ice, liquid, and gas methane. Ice, methane. See, as you can see in the surface, there's ice methane everywhere mostly. I think there's a small amount of liquid methane, I don't know. And there's gas methane, as you can see. Very cold. It's a frozen world. It's also very small, like similar 0. Like similar, slightly smaller than Earth. That's just what you need to know. Like a big Titan. It's just like a big Titan. It does not, unlike Titan, this world does not have a surface, subsurface world, subsurface ocean. So it has a bunch of methane. It has a yellow atmosphere. Anyways, the next planet is Chan. No, I accidentally clicked on its moon. An extremely low density one. Though it's literally massive. It's extremely massive in size. So I can just show you. So I can just get Jupiter over here. Yeah, Jupiter is like a tiny little thing. It's only 5 times the mass, even though it's more volume. So there's a bunch of these minor moons, as you can see: Allura, Aketanor, Lorania, Manaria, Pindia. So basically, all there's a bunch of these rocky moons, and there's one major moon. This is a gas dwarf, as you can see. It is way denser. It is 19 times the mass of Earth. I think I keep forgetting to tidal lock, but I think this is close enough. Basically, yeah. There's also one with a highly eccentric orbit, Jaru. Small dwarf planet, crushing wedges. It is a dwarf planet. It's like very small, but it has a lot of atmosphere. There's an impossible atmosphere. That's the logic. Not much logic. Varanti, on the edge of the end of the asteroid belt. As you can see, there's an asteroid belt here, though it's very messy. So this is a very big super Earth, almost at the limit of how big it can get. It's also very cold, as you can see. It has a slow rotation. It's filled with water ice, looks like. Water ice, let me see. What? Yeah, it has a normal core. So it only has water ice. Basically a barren, frozen desert, like a worldwide Antarctica. Let's see. I'm seeing in the description. Yeah, it is drier than any desert. That makes sense. Oh, I saw a Virax. Virax is actually pretty good. Looks very good in the atmosphere. So there's the next planet is Saradanor. So there's 3 moons, unstable moons though. Redas. It's a water-covered moon. Still very cold though. These outer moons are more unstable though. Rafaria is also kind of habitable, and Luna. Yeah, this one is a very barren, rocky world. I don't know why it has no elevation and stuff. I think it crashed or something. Anyways, these 2 moons are like partially habitable, but they're unstable. So it's not class. I don't classify them as actual habitable planets. As Ulari, this is another dwarf planet. So it's like has these ice liquid. Well, let me see if it has a life likelihood. Yeah. Like it has to have at least 30% to be counted as a habitable world. Then there's Lerifora. This is a very unique planet. It has it's a liquid giant. Basically, it's mostly made of liquid. Liquid giant. Most has a low density and extremely large giant. So it's like very big. It's bigger than Jupiter. As you can see, I'll just add Jupiter for comparison. It's like a giant haven of water. This atmosphere is all made of water. So it's like in between a rocky solid planet or a very gassy thing. So it's basically liquid, which is in between as you can expect. There's a Churon. This is just another frozen world, cold, super cold, eccentric orbit. So I think this planet becomes habitable once it crosses in the plot. This is a unique habitable world, but I hadn't planned it to be habitable. Even in the cold part, it's habitable. Oh, it has a subsurface ocean. So, anyways, the next planet is Epicanion. As you guys expect, there is a lot of planets. This is one of the major habitable moons. Icarus. Icarus is named by the grandson of Daedalus. It's also named after an asteroid in the solar system. So as you can see, it's an ocean world. Actually, it does have some land, but in only one part. Wait, let me see the aerial view. Yeah, it has a bunch of land on the south, but it's mostly made of ocean. Anyways, this is a very dark planet with probably bioluminescent life. Let me check the life likelihood. Yeah, it is very high. It's 94.1. It's one of the highest life likelihood planets that have made stability. There's actually a difference between the highest life likelihood planet and the highest life likelihood planet that has stability. The one with the stability will keep its life likelihood by orbiting whatever warms it up, and the unstable one will be just frozen in time. There's also this one, Kepler. So these are just minor moons. And Carrier. Yeah, let me click it. Yeah, this is a larger one. And there's Urion. Basically, there are three rocky moons and there's one major moon. So, anyways, next planet is Straria. So, anyways, guys, that means the next planet is this one, Averax. So, Averax, as you can see, it's one of those brown dwarfs. So, it's 3 times the size of Jupiter, and as you can see, it's extremely bright. It's like the sun, but it doesn't use its light for some reason doesn't warm the planets in universe sandbox. As you can see, it's way bigger than Jupiter. It's 3 times the size. Just smaller than Chand though. And then there's Terraria, which is this tiny little habitable moon planet, whatever you can say. It's an ocean world. It's very habitable. So as you can see, it's slightly small. It has a life. It has a day. I'll just tidally lock it for realisticness. So basically nothing will happen if it's get tidally locked, because not much will happen. So it's I think its life likelihood was different. Well, let me see what happens if I like. Yeah, it's so slow. This is a very big planet. This is a very yeah. What if I do this? How much is it now? Yeah, it's just like this only. So it just remains like this. 78.5. It's one of the lower life likelihood ones, like Merifinia or stuff. And then there's Diatron. If you see Antraria in the night sky, you can see this. It's like a giant moon or something. I think I need to increase this for realisticness. Yeah, so it spins in the opposite way very slowly. So basically, yeah, it has a medium density, and it is like how big? Like slightly larger than Toson. Yeah, I'll just add something. Yeah, Jupiter. Yeah, but basically it's just slightly bigger than Uranus. That's all you need to know. So it's like a system in a system. So Verax is like a star, and it's like a jewel in this whole system. It's like a star, and a star which is seeing to a star. So, anyways, the next planet is Nyara. I think this is a dwarf planet. Yeah, it's a dwarf planet. I meant a gazillion dwarf planets for some reason. There's Lorosul. This is just a super frozen super Earth, which is very fast spinning. And there's an Aristotle. It's a very stunning blue gas giant, and it has a moon with with eccentric orbit called Orionate. And you might be asking, why is it so hot? This is due to tidal heating, extreme tidal heating. Due to the most tidal heating happens when the planet has eccentric orbit. Like the Charos had medium mid tidal heating, so it was habitable. But this one has too much, so it's like Venus, but it's like a dark. Wait, it does have ocean. It does have water in the surface. So let's see if it has a life fluid. Yeah, it has a life fluid. So it has some water in the surface. It has a bare chance of extremophiles. Next planet is Skyafia. It's like a yellowish stunning planet. So anyways, Skyafia, as you can see, it only has one moon, Lunaria. This is basically like a Charos but less habitable. So it's 81.5%. So as you can see, it just, yeah, it has way more land. And I think if you want, guys, if any of you want to get Universe Sandbox, just search Steam or and buy the game. It might be pretty expensive, but if you want to, you can. And I think I'll post this in the Steam community workshop. This is Lunaria, as you can see. It's tidally heated, just like that one, Icarus and that other one. So it is pretty warm. Yeah. I forgot to tell you, these plants have purple vegetation due to the dim light. So purple vegetation is way better than green vegetation to absorb dim light. As you can see, everything is just black. These vegetations are barely surviving. Anyways, most vegetation will be like chemosynthetic or something. A carrion. So after this point, basically there's going to be some mostly smaller plants. This is also another very very low density planet. I'm just going to make it more realistic. Yeah, this is like basically just a super Earth. 1.4 times the size of Earth and like 2 times the mass. So anyways, next planet is Aluminor, which is as you guessed, is another brown dwarf. So it has 3 planets instead of 2, like a Verax. So as Alaria, this is another habitable planet. I don't know why I made the interface color so green. It's like another ocean world. Unlike Traria, it's slightly bigger than Earth and has slightly denser. It's also very hot. As you can see, it's 33 degrees. Restaria. It's a thick atmosphere rich in ammonia and methane. It's the size of Mars. Basically, it has a small chance of life. Let me check. Does it have a chance of life? Oh, it must have no water. And next is Zetra, which is just a frozen world, as you can see. So Zetra, yeah, let me see. It's slightly smaller than Earth, similar density. Yeah, basically all that stuff. It has no life fluid. It has no subsurface ocean probably. And there's the next planet, Valaria. I think we're close to the end of the system. Okay, subscribe to me if you like this. This is a very small gas dwarf. Not everything in the system is realistic, but this is basically a rocky planet actually. But for some reason the game registers it as it's impossibly small. So it should be a rocky planet. It should be a super Earth or something. As you can see in the composition that it's mostly made of just rock, and there's a small part which is gas. So yeah, it's like supposed to be a rocky planet, but somehow it became a gas giant. So anyways, the next planet is Inurus. So just another rocky planet. At this point, it's just mostly going to be just rocky planet, cold rocky planets, similar to size of Earth, slightly dense. I think it got a collision, so it should be like minus 200 degrees. The humans sent a satellite before they got extinct. In the lore of this system, humans got extinct and they sent a satellite. And this satellite, they sent a satellite. This is no, this is not Voyager 1. This is a different satellite they sent it way in the future. And when they got extinct, but because due to the how far the system is, thousand light years away, in a very large green nebula, they sent this human satellite. Anyways, the last planet in the one of them is Sia, and the last main planet is Draven. Basically, another planet. Yeah, it was ejected, but I think yeah, it's going to be ejected soon. Yeah, it's going to be ejected. So, anyways, you have to zoom out for a special surprise. So there's a system that is another brown dwarf system that is passing by. So as you can see, it's called Auloran, just like Illuminor in that one. It has two very risky orbits. Itarion, which is a small planet. It was when I run this system, these both planets got ejected. This is very small. It's supposed to be like should be like longer spinning. Yeah, something like that. And basically, it's just like this. And this Marania, which is a desert planet. This one also gets ejected. And there's Armania. This is a habitable ocean world. Also pretty cool, but 92.3, very high life likelihood. And then there's Farania, which is the some gas giant, which is some reason binary to this one. And it has a moon called Festarin, which unlike the other planets, which is tidally locked or almost tidally locked, this has its own spin with its moon gas giant. Yeah, it has very stunning moons. It's very lush also. And anyways, the last planet of this one is Ercus. So I hope you like this place. Basically, just a frozen world with a subsurface ocean. It's slightly small also. Yeah, it has a life likelihood of 18%, which is pretty high. So, anyways, like and subscribe if you like this system, and hit and smash that subscribe button and comment what you. So this is one of my greatest systems I ever made. It has a extremely large amount of planets, and despite it has so many planets, it's remarkably stable. I made this in inspiration of the Luminar system. So anyways, guys, see you later.